On. We'll watch the senior circuit again of the Thunderbirds squad. This is going to be the senior squad's second game today. They're taking on the Green Mountain Firecats. So the Firecats will be in the green and the Thunderbirds in their white and blue uniforms. And I'll go through the rosters as this game goes along, but I can tell you that Caitlin Sauter will be jumping center. And that ball will be controlled by, right now, the Firecats will come up with it. So the Firecats will have the ball first here. We're at Mill River's gym. You know, as we started off this morning at MSJ, and I've gone to Mill River. Attic trying to get after the basketball. We'll get it picked up, and a couple fakes. Opens up a pass lane. We'll get off to Chelsea Bagley. Bagley, of course, playing on her home court here as she plays for Mill River Union High School. Marmillo with the basketball, and they'll swing it down inside. Sauter with the grab. The basket up and good. 16-minute halves, 2 timeouts per half for each team. There is overtime, a 3-minute session if you go and have it. We had this squad on the floor, went to overtime. Oh no, I'm sorry, I got the wrong Thunderbirds. We've had one overtime game already videotaped. That was the U12 Thunderbird squad. I think I got their game next, I'm not really sure. I get as confused as you wouldn't believe with the schedule. I have to have a GPS machine to follow it. Thank God there's people that just take care of me and tell me where to go and where to be. Oh, Bagley with a great defensive play. And then on her way up the court, she dribbled it out from her own foot. And Sauter on the floor, picked up by the Firecats. And we've got a 2-0 game. A lot of action for a minute, but only 2 points so far. And Amato will pick up the foul. Now, I'm trying to get the camera as bright as I can. And I opened up the iris a little bit. I hope that'll help. Now, bear with me on this Firecat squad. There are 3 young ladies with the last name Young. And this is Krista Young at the line, and she'll miss that first free throw. And there's also a Rebecca Young and an Ashley Young. Now, I can only assume that's not coincidence that they're all related somehow, but yeah, when I say Young has the ball, that's a trifecta. Amato will get the second missed rebound, stays at 2-0, or missed shot. She'll get the rebound off it, and it'll stay 2-0. Attic with the basketball. Had a very good first ball game against the Vermont Cats, which the Vermont Cats won the game handily, but Attic played very well. And Marmillo with the bucket. 5-0. They have the score as. Thunderbirds with the lead in their tournament from Mill River. They got 5 gyms going today, and it's a massive tournament. Great, tremendous undertaking, and so organized and well ran by the Thunderbird organization, Dr. Bougiani, his whole family, and of course all the helpers, volunteers, moms, dads, parents, everybody. And they pull off a great job. They do a great job. See, the Firecats will take the ball out of bounds, and they'll be looking, and they're going to come up top. Bagley tipped it. And they'll be raced after the basketball. It'll be picked up by number 13, Rebecca Young. Pretty much, if I just say Young for the Firecats, I'll have it covered. Firecats looking for their first points. They did get a trip to the free throw line, came up empty. And that's going to be up and no good. Rebound, Young, no. Danced around the rim, but wouldn't drop. And Bagley will get the rebound, and Chelsea Bagley bringing it down the floor. To Attic. Attic, great pass down inside to Amato. Amato had the ball knocked away, and here come the Firecats. That's going to be tipped by Bagley again. And boy, she played solid in the first 2 minutes here. She was some great defensive plays. Marmillo to Bagley, and they're going to be patient now and run through their offense. Attic with the basketball. Marmillo fakes, drives, puts it up, block. It was a clean block, and here comes Krista Young. Young into the open court. Young against Bagley, reached out, and Bagley saves it back to Marmillo. Not only did she make the save, but she kept the ball in play to her teammate. So that first game that they played and lost substantially, they've had time to kind of rebound, hydrate, maybe have a bite to eat, take in the day, a little bit later in the day. They seem to start off much better. Of course, competition's different too, I understand that, but they just look more like they're ready to play. And that, I think, is going to be on Amato. So Amato will pick up the foul, and it'll be Firecats basketball. Now, there's some cool names for team names. There's some cool team names in this tournament. Like I said, you see, all over the state of Vermont, covered New Hampshire. There's a lot of different coaching philosophies here, a lot of different styles of play, a lot of talent, and great tournament for the community as far as the economy goes. Up ahead to Sarder. Sarder. She's going to try to give that one pass back. Oh, you see that? Young knocked the ball away, hit the backboard, came down to her, and it would have been a good live play, but then her momentum carried her forward out of bounds. And Jen Attick's going to wait a second as they bring a substitution. It's going to be Ashley Young, of course, coming in for the Firecats. And she's going to replace DeGrenia. Amato with the catch, going to go 3-ball in. No, front rimmed it. Sauter, rebound, spins inside, goes to the left hand. Can't get the shot to drop. Battle, and oh. Amato and Attick on the same team fighting for the ball, and Amato went down hard. Attick trying to make sure she's okay, and yeah, she'll stay in the ball game and be all right. But you never like see people go down in a bundle like that, because first thing you think of is they twisted a knee or tweaked a knee or something, but everything seems to be all right. And everybody back in the ball game playing. Up, outside shot, off the mark. Amato had it, lost it. Young kept it alive. Ends up in the hands of Marmillo. Marmillo with a 3-point shot to her credit here in the ballgame. We're 11:43 to go in the first half. Bagley, nope, looks looking 3-ball herself. Shot was no good. And look at Attick get in there and almost get the steal. And it's going to be Green basketball. As Courtney Ward, number 9, is going to get the ball right now. She got in that backcourt, and it was a little congested back there. This is Conley, Caitlin Conley with the ball, number 24. Some people not named Young I found on the roster finally. Trying to get the ball down in the low blocks, they did. And then they just couldn't really make anything happen with it, as that was Rebecca Young, number 13, that lost her footing trying to wheel through the defense, and the ball ends up with the hand. I want to keep saying Mill River, but foul. Rebecca Young will get the foul, and where's Miss Sarder? There she is. She's going to go to the line and shoot a couple. So Caitlin Sarder. See, to me, in my black and white viewfinder, that looks like a good picture. I'll darken it up just a tad. See what you guys think. Because the first shot will be good. Because the gym got funny lighting in it. Got a yellow hue to it. I'm trying to take that out of the picture. So it should be, well, they've got 5 on the board still. I'm just wondering if it should have been 4, now 5. See if they go to 6. Okay, so what happened? Marmillo's shot was not a 3. They gave her credit for a 3 at the scores table before the official told them it was. So it's officially 6-0. They'll go down inside, and that ball will come back. Young penetrates, gives it off to Ward. They're going to bring the ball back around, and Marmillo with the basketball in the open court. Now the defense got back, and, well, not a cheap foul. They got their money's worth out of that. And not in the act of shooting. Okay, so it's going to be on the floor. And got a new body out there, Haley LaBelle Steven. No S, Steven. She played for Mill River's JV squad. She's in the ball game now. That's going to be up, and no. Look at Amato. Count it! Amato! I guess she's all right. Doing some damage on the boards against the Green Mountain Firecats, and boy, runs the score to 8-0 now. And there's going to be a switch coming as Rebecca Young, 13, leaving the ball game for the Firecats, and Casey DeGrino coming in, number 11. Got an Amato at the line, trying to complete the 3-point play. We'll put it up, and no. Looked fantastic when it left her hands, but Amato up, and no. Boy, the boards right now, Sarder and Amato working real hard on the boards, giving the Thunderbirds quite an advantage on the glass right now. Attick's going to take the ball out of bounds. So Jen Attick looks, and Attick will bring it into Steven. Jen shot, got it. Nice little flick of the wrist, and she'll swish it. And a 10-0 lead right now for the Thunderbirds. Oh, and a carry of the basketball. They didn't call that. I mean, there's a little bit of a carry you can live with, but that was a big palm. Firecats work the ball back between the circles. There is no shot clock to worry about. That's going to be tipped, and Attic will make the steal, and in full stride, Attic will, well, she lost the ball. But it looks looking good early, and she lost the ball. And we're going to want a timeout taken by the Firecats. And that comes with 9:56 to go in the opening half of play. And I think I got it there. That looks like it's in focus now. I can tell you, Courtney Ward wears number 9 for the Firecats. Krista Young wears number 10. Casey DeGrenia wears number 11. Rebecca Young wears 13. Emily, oh, I can't read my own writing. I'll have to get back to that. Ashley Young is 21, and Caitlin Conley is 24. You know, that's getting awful between my lack of having clear vision now. I can't read my writing. It's a pretty bad combination, so. Oh, give me a sec. I'm looking this up so I can get that young lady's name right. Plus, if the fact if I have to say it again, Betta, Emily Betta. How easy a name not to be able to spell it to read it. And there are the Thunderbirds, and I can tell you they have Haley LaBelle-Steven, wearing number 1 on their roster. Chelsea Bagley wears number 3. Jen Attic is 4. Colleen Knowles is 5. Brittany Flint is 11. 21 is Nicole Marmillo. 35, Caitlin Sauter, and Grace Amato wearing number 50. So that was the first timeout taken. Again, each team gets 2 timeouts per half. And they're going to have number 10 come over. Of course, that's Young. That's Krista Young coming over. She's got Ward, number 9, in the backcourt with her. And that ball ended up in the hands of 21, Ashley Young. Well, Ashley could be the exception because she's got blonde hair and the other 2 have dark hair. Not that they can't be sisters, but it's just quite a coincidence that they have 3 people with the last name Young on their team and none of them are related. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with that, but Ward, baseline, slid along. Good help defense out there by Knowles. Took away, look at Knowles get out on the shot. Yeah, she made her shoot higher than she wanted to. Who had that inside position? Great rebound. And it is, oh, LaBelle-Steven. Haley LaBelle-Steven out there with a great rebound on the defensive boards. The ball was tied up and it's going to go over. Or the arrow is going to favor the Firecats. And Betta, number 14, B-E-T-T-A, is going to take the ball out of bounds. They're going to go in a box formation. See the defense. They went to a 2-3 instead of a or 3-2 zone, which is unusual. Usually you go 2-3 zone, not 3-2 zone. And that's, I don't know, create a little bit of a gap on the back line, and that's what allowed the shooter, number 10, Krista Young, to get in and have a space to get the shot off. She's at the line. Actually, the Firecats been at the line 3 or 4 times here in the first, well, I'm trying to do math, 7 minutes of play. And they converted their first free throw now. That's their first points of the ball game also, as it goes 10-1. I said it before, Dr. Bougiani does a tremendous job with the whole program. A lot of work goes into that you don't get to see, and that's going to be out of play as it went up over the top and hit the backboard support. He's got his daughter Alicia over there, and she's one of the coaches. Kirsten Murphy is another assistant coach. Jody Martin, another assistant coach. And I said he has the most assistant coaches of any team I've seen, from the NBA right down to high school. So he's well staffed. Up and no. Good look. Offensive rebound. Knowles had it, lost it. Here comes Young down the far side of the court. We're at the Dean Holt Memorial Gym in Mill River Union High School. That shot, that was partially blocked. That's why a flat line. Bagley with the basketball going to slow it down, work it back to the center of the court, come between circles, come off to the elbow on his side to Flint. Flint and Bagley played top. Bagley ends up with the top of the arc, and they're looking at a 2-3 zone being played by the Firecats. Boy, I love to attack a zone, or when I see coaches who really know what they're doing. There's a shot off the mark. First of all, don't come down and play at the pace the zone is. Don't come down and be lethargic. Oh, I'm not really sure what to call that, a travel or a carry or whatever, but there was no whistle on the play, and they let her play through it. But you have to come down with speed and tempo and just around the perimeter, quick reversal of the ball. I mean, snap the passes off, get the zone sliding, create crevices in it to slide through. A lot of people think the zone, the way you beat it, you have to be hot from the outside. No, the zone actually, you go down inside, you find gaps in it and openings in it to drive to the hole. But you have to have that quick passing on it. You have to play an up-tempo. Amato coming back in the ball game for the Thunderbirds, replacing Sauter, and then for the Firecats, Ashley Young, 21, back in the ball game. Those are the 2 substitutions that just came in at the 8:02 mark. Motto up and couldn't finish the deal. Great inbounds play, just didn't get enough spin on the ball to work it off the backboard and in. Ward will take control of the point now. Ward, number 9, with the basketball. 10-1 the score. The Thunderbirds with the lead. You got the Cats taking on the Birds, the Fire Cats, and then the Thunderbirds. Oh, I tell you, you go through the program and read all the teams' names. That's some of the coolest part. Even if the teams don't resemble their team names, like they're not playing like Fire Cats and stuff, it's still good. As a Motto will get up off the floor after she tied up the basketball. And LaBelle Stephen will take the ball out of bounds. And this is going to be Bagley with the basketball. Bagley. Fate brought the ball to Flint. We're going to bring it back around to LaBelle Stephen. She's going to dump it inside. Oh, yeah, on the floor before the shot. I believe. Well, I don't know if they're going to give him 2 shots, but I think it seemed to be on the floors. Again, defensively, they elected to play defense behind the post player, Amato, and they left her out there with no help defensively. That's a tough spot to play because Amato had her pretty much pinned against her backside, and it created an easy passing lane to get the ball down inside to her. They're going to have to change the defense. Even in a 2-3 zone, you can have help on that side. Oh, around and no good. And Knowles now Amato, and here comes Ward out of the pack with it. She's got a 1-on-2, a 2-on-2 now. Ward just lost the ball because Bagley reached out. She slowed down because Bagley was in, and then Bagley reached out with those quick hands of hers and slapped the ball away. As they're looking, Conley, pass, intercepted. Bagley breaks out. She's got a 2-on-2, a 3-on-2 actually. Up, no good. Rebound. Yeah, you know what happened? Young came in from out of bounds, slapped the ball, so it's going to be white basketball, be Thunderbird basketball. Bagley to Knowles, to the basket. No. Knowles followed her shot up, kept the ball alive. They'll come down into the hands of Conley. Thunderbirds with the lead, Firecats with the ball. 6:49 to go in the first half. It's been a quick pace first half. I like the flow. I always like halves better than quarters. Oh, and that was Bagley that reached and stripped the ball away. Up and no. Boy, they worked themselves inside for a good shot and couldn't control it. Conley had the rebound, got it off to Stephen. Stephen will find Bagley, and Chelsea Bagley now will set the offense up against that 2-3 zone. She come off to Flint on the elbow. Flint wanted to get the ball back. Bagley wasn't paying attention, didn't look. Well, that's what she wasn't paying attention. She didn't look for the return pass. Yeah, and it's a balanced floor. Usually, a lot of times against a zone, you like to overload one side of the floor. That gives you usually the advantage on the weak side. But right now, they're playing a very balanced offensive set. That's not going to work, and that's going to be a rebound taken down by Young. Young down the far side. Young full throttle, going to pull up just about equivalent of the free throw line. Young, and now Ward. And that's Bagley defensive. Bagley's basically really done a good job defensively here in this first half against the guards for the Firecats. Up, and there's a bucket by Young. That's Rebecca Young. Makes it 10-3 now. The lead cut to 7. And it is one of those games where you look at the Thunderbirds come out, and they had a lot of momentum. They played very well, but they're only up by 7 points. Flint up, and no, it won't drop. Knowles had it, lost it. Flint's going to be slammed to the floor. They'll have a jump ball called, and it's going to be Ashley Young, number 21, tying up Flint, number 11. And that will stop the clock on the change here with the substitutions at 5:09 to go. There's DeGreen in there, Casey DeGreen, number 11. She's going to bring it into Ward. Ward showed her the ball, brought it back. Marmillo back in the ball game. See her at the top of that 2-3 zone. Yeah, see how they're going to come over and they're going to take the 2-3 and bring it up and trap. And we're going to have a foul called, I believe, on Amato. 5-0 Amato picking up her second foul. Yeah, and there's no shots, no bonus. They'll just take the ball out of bounds. So they call for the break. They get the ball in bounds. They want to dump it down inside. There's the grab by Young. Brings it back outside, and that shot won't rattle in. Amato with the rebound. Christy Young took the shot. The pass came from Rebecca Young, and here comes Chelsea Bagley up ahead to Marmillo. She'll make the grab and travel. Yeah, she almost looked like she wanted to catch, set, and fire. And we've got a timeout by the official, as I believe that number 10, Christy Young, the way they indicated on her neck as like she had blood on her neck. So she's leaving the court, probably go to the ladies' room, and I don't know if it's her blood or blood from another player, but that's what I'm conjecturing. I'm not saying that's it 1,000%. The referee blew the whistle, rubbed his neck, and pointed to number 10, and she left the game. Bagley, again, can't convert. Did a great job on the steal, just didn't get the finish the other way. Betta with the basketball, straddles that midcourt stripe, finds Ward. Now go down to Young with the basketball. She'll stand just outside the arc. Ward. Up and no. Amato that time with the weak side rebound. It was an easy one, came off the glass to her, and she just had to have the good hands to make the catch. So with 3:58 to go, the Thunderbirds have been stuck on 10 points for a long time. The good side of that is the other team's been stuck on 3 for a long time. Thunderbirds and Firecats. They need to set up a play. They'll come to Sarder. Sarder. Bagley, and they'll kick the ball back outside. Again, they're going to reset the offense, run through yet another play. Marmillo to Amato, and she'll lose the dribble as they, well, she'll split the defense, put the shot up. That was a pretty creative move out there by Amato. The ball wants to go down inside. It's a defensive kick, and no real damage done as Conley trying to get the pass down to Young. And it's just going to be the basketball out of bounds to Betta and the Firecats. Flint has come out. Attic has come back into the ball game for the Thunderbirds, wearing number 4. And there she is. Attic's got the rebound, and she'll flip it on out to Chelsea Bagley. 3 minutes straight up to go. First half action. Thunderbirds senior squad looking for their first win of the tournament. And that's good defense up top that time. It's Betta and Ward caused the turnover. You can see this is going to be a patient offensive set by the Firecats as they got the ball to Ward. Betta's pass taken away by who else? Bagley back there for yet another steal. She's got to be nearing double digits of steals here in the first half. We're going to have a Thunderbird timeout. And you can see them gather around their coaches. Yeah, all those are coaches. A lot of them. Got Haley LaBelle Stephen, number 1. Number 3 is Chelsea Bagley. Jen Attic is number 4. Colleen Knowles is 5. Brittany Flint wearing 11. Nicole Marmillo wearing 21. Caitlin Sarder wearing 35. Grace Amato wearing number 50. And just real quick again for the visitors from the Green Mountain Firecats. Number 9 is Courtney Ward. Christy Young wearing 10. Casey DeGrenia is number 11. Rebecca Young 13. Emily Betta 14. Ashley Young 21. And Caitlin Conley is 24. And just to recap where we're at, you're at the Dean Hunt Memorial Gym for the 2009 Thunderbirds AAU basketball tournament. 2:36 to go in the first half. 10-3 Thunderbirds with the lead. You can see them in their home white uniforms there, or in their white uniforms there. The officials have conferred, and Attic and Bagley the backcourt. You see what play they want to set up here. They spent their timeout. They'll go down to Sider. She'll split the defense. She wanted to wheel to the basket and just lost the ball. Betta with the ball will cross the midcourt stripe, keep the dribble alive, and now needs some help. Gets it off to Young. Young wanted to drive, didn't finish it off, and she's going to lose the basketball. Sauter will go hard to the floor, and got a foul called, and Sauter is down high. She seemed to have smacked her head. Yeah, they're going to have to tend to her. Her head hit the hardwood floor, and that's not a cool sight. And Dr. Bougiani coming out, and hopefully everything will be okay. Well, the good news was Sauter got up and walked off on her own power. She has an ice bag on her left, above her eye, on her forehead. So yeah, she smacked her head pretty good on the hardwood floor. Oh, I did that one time. There's a school, a place in Vermont called Harwood, H-A-R-W-O-O-D. I did a whole lacrosse game one time and called them hardwood, like the lumber, like oak and maple, hardwood. And I just meant to say hardwood court, and I called it Harwood, like the town. Oh, it's awful getting old. Of course, I was never that bright to begin with, so it's not like I'm diminishing in my older age. It's just more obvious now. Conley had the ball, brought it back to Bennett, goes to Young. We're going to dump it down inside. Amato reached from around, knocked the ball into Marmillo's hands, and we'll have a tied-up basketball between Rebecca Young and Marmillo. Yeah, I just want to show you, see Sider there with the attention being given to her, like she should, very well attended to, and she's got the ice on the forehead. So Bagley and company with 1:26 to go, still 10-3. The Thunderbirds started off like a house on fire here, had a 10-0 lead, and it's like, wow, they're gonna, have a 60-point ball game. Well, that was a long time ago. They haven't scored in I don't know how many minutes. If I'd known that was going to be it for scoring, I would have looked at the clock and made a note in my head. Ward with the basketball, and what a bucket here by the Firecats, and they could go in at halftime down, by 3 or 4 or 5 points, and they're right in the game. They're only down 7 right now. They'll turn the ball over, and with 55 seconds to go, Bagley looks to the sideline, and now they're going to take a 30-second timeout. They're going to set up, I would hope, design up a play and try to get some points out of this final, well, it's probably not going to be their final possession with 49 seconds to go, but that's a Thunderbird timeout. That's their second timeout, their final timeout of the first half. And so adding into position there on the near side of the Dean Holt Memorial Gymnasium. They'll come into Bagley. Clock starts, and down to 40 seconds to go now. Still a 2-3 zone being played by the Firecats out there. Marmillo, and they'll swing the ball around to Bagley. She'll ball fake. Good help defense by Ward. They'll get the ball back out to Marmillo. Bagley, 3-ball in it. No, around the rim and out. 30 seconds to go, and that's going to be Young with the basketball, and she'll go up to Conley, and Conley looks like she'll cross the timeline with it. Whether or not she'll set the play up, I'm not sure, but Conley. Pass intercepted, Marmillo, and I think Bagley got a hand on it, which led to the takeaway, and they still have 10 seconds to work with. Attic launches, and no! Ward, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Oh, she brought the dribble up high again, and that's going to be the half. And it wasn't, if you're an offensive fan, it wasn't an offensive first half. It was 10-3, but it was entertaining, that's for sure. Firecats basketball. I get this second half on the way. New 16 minutes on the clock. Conley will take the ball to bounds, number 24, looking for Young. She'll get the ball into Young. Sauter in the ball game. A little bruise above her eye there. She's tough. She's tough. See what adjustments each team made. I mean, offensively, the defense has played well. Seriously, I mean, they were a lot of the problem with the 10-3 score. But the offenses at times were their own worst enemies. Addig. A shot up by Flint, no good. Rebound battled for her. Sauter up. Sauter got it. I guess she's feeling okay. To make it 12-3 in the first 2 points of the second half come out to the Thunderbirds. And you can see that Conley wanted to go down inside and wasn't there. Again, Firecats with a very balanced attack on the floor also against this zone defense. Air ball caught, shot, drops, ends up in the hands of Rebecca Young. You know, it could be one of those games where the team struggle offensively in the first half, and then for whatever reasons, the teams come out in the second half and just can't miss or like light it up, find their offense. Bagley will put the shot up, and no. I like it. I like this play. I like the shot. Conley with the ball. Conley with the push. Conley in the front court to the elbow, to the blocks, up, and no. It'll rim out. It was a good choice. It was a good choice to take that shot. There was nothing wrong with it. 12-5 the score. Thunderbirds with the ball with the lead, and this is their senior version. They have a U12 squad. We're going to slide it inside to the hole. Sauter was fouled. Tell you what, Caitlin Sauter, before she got hurt, was doing a lot of that in the first half, making something happen down inside. And so Sarter all set to take a couple free throws. And the Mill River senior will get it. And we're going to change Ward number 9 coming in the ball game for the Firecats in the green uniforms. And Sauter on her second attempt will get it. Makes it, should be 15-5. They have it at 14-5. I could be one ahead of myself. Well, we're going to go with 14-5 because I think that is the correct score. I was wrong. Picked up, drive, Ward, all right, it's Young. Young sealed out, brings it back to Young. Up and no. Battled for, last touch by Flint. Stays down and Sin. Connolly will take it out for the Firecats. That was a tough pass to complete. Oh, great pass, great catch, and just too fast. Attic missed the shot. Here comes Young the other way. Young carried the ball on the crossover. They let it slide again. Should go up this time. No good. Gets her own rebound. Goes up and foul or jump ball. Foul called. I think it's going to be on Bagley. There's Krista Young heading to the line. And she'll get 2 shots. And I'm just curious where this team hails from. Now I'm looking for it right now. They're from Concord, Vermont. So that's quite a ride to get here. So from Concord, Vermont down. And on the floor the ball goes. All the players follow a jump ball. It's going to stay down the sim of the Firecats. Connolly will take it out of bounds. They're checking the possession arrow. And it's going to be Thunderbirds basketball after they confer. Yeah, they have the keyboard out for the scoreboard, but they don't have the electronic arrow that indicates possession on the scores table. Oh, what a play by Young, knocking the ball away. Attic with that quickness, able to get to the basketball. She'll bring it back to Bagley now. Bagley between circles, works it back to the right side of the court and fakes the pass one way, brings it back to Attic. She'll get the basketball and whistle on the play. I believe they said Ward, number 9, will pick up the foul, and that is the indication. Nobody in any foul trouble yet, and nobody in the bonus yet. We're just 13:28 left to play. I mean, we're barely 3 minutes, not quite 3 minutes into this second half of play. It was 10-3 at the half. It's 14-6 now. Knowles had it. Knowles tied up. As that's Ashley Young, number 21, that tied up. Knowles, Colleen Knowles. So we will have Ward. They've rotated around a lot of different people as far as who's going to bring the ball up. I had one overtime game today that I've done. That was the U12 Thunderbirds win over the Cheshire County Knights. A great ball game. Flint looked, thought twice about it, pulled the shot down, gave it off to Bagley. Bagley to Attic. They go down inside to Knowles. She'll make the grab. One thing Knowles has got to learn, it's a bad habit, is she's got to stop bringing the ball down low to her hip. Keep the ball up high when you catch it high, and that way those smaller defenders can't tie you up. Oh, nice shot. 2-pointer. And again, for as aggressive and as well as the Thunderbirds have played, they're only up 6, 14-8. Oh no, this has got the making of being one of those nail biters at the end. Flint, Bagley. Bagley. Now, there was no defense, there was no pick or screen set for her up top. Everybody rolled to the hole. As Amato coming in the ballgame, number 50 in white, LaBelle Steven, number 1, and Marmillo, 21. So some fresh legs out there for Coach Frank Bujani. Motto, oh, great inbounds play. And again, how can that happen in a 2-3 zone? And you have to look behind you as a defender. A lot of them, they just face the inbounds passer, and they don't know what's even happening behind them. That was just a real simple play that works to perfection for the second time today. Young with the good hands made the grab, turns, then got it. The offense is starting to come up a little bit. 16-10. So in the second half, the Thunderbirds been outscored 7-6. Marmillo came in for a closer shot. Amato turned around with the offensive putback, a little bit off the mark. Here comes transition the other way, and Young had the ball slapped out of her hands by Bagley. They look for the break, they get the break. This is Ward bringing the ball all the way back around out to the center court logo. Boy, they got to stop dribbling out in front of themselves like that with Bagley. She's going to have 30 steals today. And they got it. DeGrenia called for the ball, got it. Everybody rotated out to Young. And the Thunderbirds going to call a timeout. Their lead shrunk down to 4, 16-12, 11:05 to go in the basketball game in the second half. And I'll read the Green Mountain Firecats roster to you as they get around their head coach. And I can tell you that Courtney Ward wears 9, Christy Young is 10, Casey DeGrenia made that last basket, is number 11, Rebecca Young 13, Emily Betta is 14, Ashley Young 21, and Caitlin Conley 24. Again, the rules were there's 2 timeouts per half for each team. And if you didn't use 1 or 2 of those timeouts in the first half, they do not carry over to the second half. So that's the Thunderbirds using a timeout. That leaves them with just 1 timeout for the ball game. If they do go to overtime, then each team's given 1 timeout. Well, let's see if they lit a fire underneath them in that timeout taken. He'll swing the ball over LaBelle Stephen. Open 2-ball. No, a little off the mark. Trying to bank it up and in. It was a well-executed play. Yeah, she just a little jack to take the shot. She played her JV ball here at Mill River this past season. I covered almost every JV game. She's a good player. Ward with the crossover again. Bagley got a hand on it. Didn't steal it this time, but disrupted the play. 10:37 to go in the basketball game. 4-point difference. Well, they've already outscored themselves 9-3. Talking about the Firecats, as they had 3 points at halftime. They've got 12 now, so they scored 9 points here. They've scored 3 times as much already in this half. Oh, Marmillo! Oh, the rainmaker! Makes it 18-12, lead back to 6. Young will duck underneath the defender, got in the air, made the pass off, and DeGrenia had the touch, number 11. They get the ball back out to Conley. To Ward. They'll not take the open look. Betta's pass. That's a lot of passing, but the defense kept creeping up higher and higher and higher, and they will get the tip and the interception. See the baseline, not an option, taken away. Swing the ball over to the opposite elbow. That's Haley LaBelle Stephen. Bagley looking, firing, no. Off the mark. Amato had it, couldn't control it. In the middle of a couple Thunderbirds is that Firecat Ward. I think, yeah, we have a sub coming in as DeGrenia leaving and Rebecca Young coming back in for the Firecats. Bagley inside Amato. That's where the bread and butter was early. She'll make it. Amato with the basket. They were unable to really contain Amato when they pushed the ball down inside. The Firecats, I'm talking about, just really didn't have an answer defensively for her. Nope. They worked the play around nicely. Amato with the rebound. Shot taken by Betta. And Amato able to keep the ball alive, not get tied up. That was Betta that just went flying through the air over past Bagley. Marmillo just hit her last shot. to go down the side of LaBelle Steven, trying to go up and underneath. Sarter had it, lost it. Ward will race Marmillo to the corner for it, and it's going to be Green basketball. And as we're nearing the midway point, we're at 8:37 of the second half. 16-minute halves, I love them. Boy, no, again, Amato just didn't give any space up down below. Once they got the pass down inside to Young, Conley between circles against Bagley will come off to Betta. It's Marmillo defensively right there on Betta, and then Sauter came busting through to slap the ball away from Krista Young. And we're going to have a sub coming in for both sides. Flint coming in for LaBelle Steven for Thunderbirds. And Ashley Young coming in, number 21 for the Firecats. Well, Bagley almost with yet another steal. Conley able to sneak the ball away. Open, fires, got it. The defender overplayed the right side. Cuts the lead to 6 at 20-14. As Flint will flip the ball over to Bagley. To Sauter, up inside, nice spin move off the glass, no good. Oh, Sauter to the floor, hit her head again. Yeah, she is very slow to get up behind the play, and she's not getting up behind the play. And it won't drop, and Amato with the basketball. Now they're going to stop play. Yeah, she went down, this time hit the back of her head. So this time the ice bag on the back of the head of Sauter. Her mom over with her, and Coach Bugiani, Alicia looking at her. They got the ice on the back of her head. Now, earlier in the game, she fell and hit the front of her face, front of her head. I don't know if you'll see her again today. It would seem risky to keep whacking your head on the hardwood. Might be a good idea just to kind of sit out the rest of the day and hopefully not have a concussion. There's Amato at the line. Can't get that first one to drop off the front of the rim, and this one here is trying to push the lead to 7 as Heddick will come in to the ball game and replace Marmillo. That's a Thunderbird change. And Amato up, got the second one. So it's been a much better second half of ball for both sides, especially the Firecats. They've been able to get some offense going. Oh, foul. Yeah, Bagley will pick it up. I tell you, if Krista Young pulls the trigger the first time she pump faked, she had an easy shot below the free throw line. I'm not sure what she saw to make her pull the shot down. She's hit twice already from here for baskets. Basically that same spot on the floor. Young will make the first one. Cuts it to a 6-point ball game at 21-15. Young's second shot up and away, and no. Amato keeping that ball alive will hand the ball out to Attic, and she'll find Bagley. Or actually, Bagley came back and found her. To Attic. To Flint. Flint open, takes the shot. I like the fact she shot. And Attic, oh, just too many Firecats around her. They'll get the Thunderbird tied up. And Green basketball. This is a big possession right here for the Firecats as they have a chance to bring it down below a 6-point lead. Boy, Attic real quick to the ball. Almost came up with the steal. Tell you, she woke up Brittany Garrow, who's taking the action, a former Thunderbird player right there. Young, again, didn't want to shoot over the top of Knowles. Her pass hit the backboard to come out the board. That's actually a lucky break. Nope, rebound to Amato, and again, the Sheep do a good job of boxing out. The pass up over the top to Jen Attic, and she'll get the ball into Bagley's hands, and it will be 6.5 minutes to go in regulation. 21-15 Thunderbirds, senior squad with the lead. Flint fires a little bit off to the left. Attic will tiptoe along that inline, save it. And a blocking foul will be called on Conley. Yeah, so Conley called for the foul. Nobody's in a bonus yet. Obviously that wasn't a shooting foul. And Jen Attig. Nice catch by Amato. I'll tell you what a rebound. She's got some hands. She made a great catch on a high, hard pass. Ward to Young. Again, open from the free throw line. Waited too long. Bagley came back and tipped it. Comes down to Ashley Young. They'll slip the ball around to Greenya. No good. To the floor they go, and ball's kept alive. Attic will come out of the pile with it. Got a 3-on-3 break. We got a player down the other end. It's going to be Amato, slow to get up, and she's got a knee brace on that left knee, and I'm only speculating that's by the limp. It's the left leg that's giving her problems. And of course, significance of that is their two best post players in Amato and Sarder are both sitting on the bench with injuries. That makes them a very small lineup. Okay, so it'll be side out. Marmillo will bring the ball into Bagley. 8-point lead, 23-15. Marmillo and Bagley. They run that little crossing pattern down along the baseline. Comes to Marmillo. Defense rotated around, took away the open shot on the perimeter. And Marmillo, we're going to have a foul called on Ward. Yeah, I thought we were going to have a conflict there. One ref was going to call a jump, one was going to call a foul. And the ref on the top side of the court waited to see what the call was going to be down below. Oh, you can't fool me. I got good eyes out there on that. Rebound, weak side. Attic. I'm sorry, it's Flint, followed by Conley. They're going to run a stack play now as Marmillo will be the inbounds passer on the play. Bagley open. Got it. Boy, how could the defense? They're all on the far side of the court. There's nobody near. 10-point lead, and that's going to cause the Firecats to take a timeout, which is 5 minutes to go. They're down by 10. There's a lot of time left, 5 minutes. They've got to start making some inroads here offensively. Lead is ballooned to 10, 25-15. Boy, Young almost got the ball tied up. She'll go down inside, and nice play. Young to Young in the bucket. Looks like they're going to go press, and are they manning up? Looks like they're going man right now. So they have come out of the zone. They're playing man right now, at least in the backcourt. Well, you know what? They kind of, some played man, some played zone when they got into the front court. And Attic made him pay for it with the basket. Well, you got to know as a team what you're going to be doing defensively as a unit. Look at the follow-up by Young. One Young missed, another Young got it. It's not really an aggressive press. They're there, but it's really not an aggressive press. Marmillo ball fakes, drives baseline, goes up with the left hand and got it. What a tough shot. That's the shot of the ball game right there. Marmillo showing you her stuff on the drive. I'm calling Marmillo. It could be Marmillo. Well, they'll go to the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball. Thunderbirds will have it. And LaBelle Steven coming back in the ball game for the Thunderbirds. She's going to replace Knowles. So they try to get the ball in. They have no problem really. Bagley gets the ball up ahead to Attic, makes a great catch, and Attic accidentally taken down by Ward, but that will be a foul. What happened there is Ward just lost her balance, fell forward on the back of the legs of Attic, and Attic fortunately was able to catch herself. And Now the 1-on-1, the bonus situation, and that will happen for the next 3.5 minutes for the Thunderbirds. So big shots coming up for Jen Attic and the Thunderbirds as they try to maintain that double-digit lead. Nope. Look at Attic. No, buddy put a body on the shooter and she got her own rebound. Young, up, altered the shot, comes down. Ward will tip it, comes back to LaBelle Steven of the Thunderbirds. She'll throw over the top, get it to Bagley. Bagley to Flint, to LaBelle Steven, jump ball. It was messy, but they got the ball tied up. Should be green ball, yeah. I don't understand this. There's 3:15 to go in the ball game. Throw the ball in, get your offense going. Don't worry about rolling the ball up. I know the clock doesn't start till you touch it, but at 3:15 to go, that's really irrelevant. On the floor they go, and it'll be tied up by Marmello. So Marmello will take the ball out of bounds. To Bagley. Get into the front court they go. There is no shot clock, so. And not that they ran a real hurry-up offense, but they can be very patient. They've got the 10-point lead. Clock on their side. Got to get the fouls. So back to the line. We'll go. The Thunderbirds will be Marmello going over. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize for that. So again, big shots with 2:44 to go in the ball game. That's a lot of time left. And her first shot is perfect. Absolutely perfect. She's had a very good ball game today, Marmello has. They're going to make a switch here as Betta coming back in, along with DeGrenia. Those are changes for the Firecats. There's Marmello. Up to the line, trying to go 2 for 2. He's got the lead to 11 now at 30-19. Nope. Well, Attic and LaBelle Steven had the ball and jarred it from each other. Well, it's to the point now where they need baskets every time down the floor. They don't need three-pointers, they need just points. Foul on LaBelle Steven. Playing defense from behind, went through Rebecca Young. That's going to be a foul, and I don't know if I don't believe the Thunderbirds have reached the 7-team limit yet. No, it's just going to go out of bounds to Emily Betta. Again, there was well defended there. There was no easy inside bunny basket off a high screen. They played that inbounds play very well. 2:22 to go, clock running, and the Thunderbirds senior squad looking for the first win in the tournament. Count it, going to be good. Basket's good and one. Boy, do they need that. As Rebecca Young has a chance to make it just an 8-point difference in the game here if she can make this free throw. Got it. And now they have to get pretty intense on their press, down to 2:10 to go in the basketball game. That Bagley became open. Bagley crosses the timeline. Kicks it off to Attic on the side. No, a little long and strong, and they'll get it up to Betta. Big chance right here down the floor. Betta offensive foul. Yeah, no doubt about it. Great call. And Marmello planted herself and took one for the team, draws the charge. No, you can see Betta just about the three-point arc. Look up, see the defender there. Put her head down and accelerated into her. Big turn of events right there. 8 points the difference. The ball in the hands of the Thunderbirds. They've got the lead. Clock down to 1:40. LaBelle Stevens want to make the catch, make the move. Didn't secure the ball first, turns it over. But the Thunderbirds run out of opportunities to capitalize on these mistakes. Or the Firecats running out of time to capitalize on these mistakes. Conley will come out and get the basketball. It's off in the hands of her teammate. Ward, tip, and Addick will come up with it. It was tipped by Bagley. Addick up and no. Marmillo up and no. Ward up ahead, or Young up ahead to Young to the basket. Got it. 1 minute to go, and it's down to a 6-point ball game. And the Thunderbirds going to spend the timeout. 30-24. Firecats down just 6. For the Thunderbirds, unless they go to overtime, and they don't want to do that. They want to get it done here. And Flint to LaBelle Stephen to Addick. Up, fouled, almost made the basket. That time they used Bagley as a decoy to get the ball in bounds, and that was a smart play. And Jen Addick, senior in high school, senior year of high school, going to go to the line. As she gets set here. And the lefty's first shot is, ooh, that old cliche, halfway down and pop back out right there. 55 seconds left in the basketball game in the second half. Sometimes try to put a little more oomph on it and hit the back of the rim, the heel of the rim, and to Young, to the hole, got the foul. Well, she didn't get the basket, but they got the next best thing. The clock will stop, and that will give the Firecats a chance, Rebecca Young, to score some points without any time running off the clock. And she'll get 2 shots. Nope. And they look over, and there's just 1 shot left on this 2-shot foul. They're looking at the scores table and see if there's anybody ready to check in. I mean, there wasn't. Misses them both, and those are big misses. Addick kept the ball alive and flicked it out to Marmillo. Yeah, how much time are they going to let run off before they foul? They need, it's multiple possessions. Oh, she didn't have to shoot. No. Oh, look at Addick. Look at Addick stay with it. And Young comes out of the pack with it up ahead to Young. She's going to take it up in and count it. Yep, Bagley did the defender's sin. She never planted herself. She just kept retreating with the defense, or with the offensive player, and that's usually every time going to be a foul. Basket counted makes it 30-26. A made basket here in the free throw would make it a 1-possession game and make it a 3-point shot. So Christy Young with her chance now. Got it. The 1-possession game is going to be a Firecat timeout with just 22 seconds to go. 30-27. Thunderbirds with the lead. Again, they man up on the press. The Firecats do. Bagley's where they wanted to have the ball, and there's the foul. She had to. You got to foul immediately because there's not a lot of time. So Bagley going to the line again. Don't have to tell you how important these are. No, you know, to follow that thought through, she misses. Rebound's crucial here for the Firecats. And a lot of times you see them miss the shot, and the other team that needs the ball kind of takes a breath of sigh of relief, but they don't get the rebound. So Bagley looking to get that first one in. Addick tipped it, and into the corner will go Young. 17 seconds. If they get the ball up and in play quick enough, they don't need a 3-point shot. They'll have another possession. To Young up and got it. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. Now, I'm not sure. The clock should have ran. That was just bad clock management at the end of the game. They should have had a plan on a made shot to foul immediately. So the Thunderbirds will hold on for the 30-29 win. So congratulations to the senior Thunderbirds on their win. Get out there, support activities like this in your community, and always support Munger Vision.